Monday.
Yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Good morning to you.
Yes, it's Monday. Back to the work week. How you feeling?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here for another day to serve our beautiful listeners, man. Happy holidays to one and all.
Absolutely. How you feeling, Jess?
I feel good. My son got his braces.
Oh, he's happy?
Yeah, it actually did not hurt like he thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and like I thought it was. The next day, he was good. He's not able to bite all the way down because he had to get the bite ramps because Ash had underbite. Well, he has an underbite. So, yeah, he wasn't able to get his bottoms yet. But you know how it is. Sometimes, depending on how jacked up your teeth are, you got to get the tops first and then the bottoms later, or the bottoms first and the tops later. So him and Naya, my sister, walking around like twins. And they twin painting, but they look good. My son look good with his little braces.
There you go.
You're better than me. I couldn't do 48 hours with them damn braces. I had
That's
to get
crazy.
them taken off. Them things hurt too bad.
I had braces for like 5 years.
For real? Damn.
5 years as a kid. I got called every name possible. Brace face, metal mouth, you name it. Everything you could possibly think of, I was called. But it was
Robo mouth is crazy.
I never got called Robo Mouth.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's some fantasy you have or something? Okay. All right. Well, you know what I did this week? And I did the tourist thing.
Okay.
My wife wanted to take the kids to go see the Rockefeller tree.
Nice.
So then we went to Bryant Park. We went ice skating. We looked at all the stores and all the decorations and all that. And we stayed in traffic for like 3.5 hours doing it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was horrible. Everybody was sleeping and I had to drive into the city and out to the city. We looked at the stuff for like 10, 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
And then went back home.
I went to go see Wicked.
Oh, did you like it?
I fell asleep.
I
You
told
know
you,
why?
it's long.
It's not that even because it's long. It's just it was a Friday, and it was one of those things where I was still kind of working. So my family went before me, so I went to go meet them in there. So I already had missed like 35, 40 minutes.
You thought she was good.
And then I didn't know it was a musical.
You ain't know that?
Nah, man. I like musicals on Broadway. I don't really care for musicals and movies, man. Yeah, you got to tell me that it's a musical if I'm sitting down in a movie theater.
Yeah, well, if it's Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, you could definitely predict that it's a musical. No?
No. I didn't know it was a musical. No.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So
but it was good, though. I mean,
how you know if it was good if you fell asleep?
I mean, I fell asleep, but I was watching it. I was in and out.
The story of it felt good to
yes.
you. Yeah,
and there's going to be a sequel.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it ended. I mean, but like I said, it's 2.5 hours long, 30 minutes of preview. So you're there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Hands down. Like, it is what it is.
I went to go see Wicked on Broadway. I like Wicked on Broadway. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I do love Wicked on Broadway. I've seen that 1,000 times. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Shanti Das will be joining us this morning.
Man, she has a great little pamphlet that she put out called "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," an online pocket guide of tips.
That's
Okay,
right.
a merry little grief miss.
Yes.
Grief miss. I'm sorry for anybody who's navigating grief during the holidays.
That's right. And then we got front page news when we come back, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Steelers beat the Browns. The Saints beat the Giants. Dolphins beat the Jets. The Vikings beat the Falcons. The Buccaneers beat the Raiders. The Jaguars beat the Titans. The Eagles beat the Panthers. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. The 49ers beat the Bears. The Chiefs beat the Chargers. The Rams beat the Bills. And then Monday Night Football tonight, the Bengals take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's
at
go, baby.
8:15 p.m.
The road to the Super Bowl is still open for the Dallas Cowboys, baby. We in the hunt.
No, it's not.
We in the hunt.
No.
We are in the hunt.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. And we got to salute, Juan Soto. Juan Soto, previous New York Yankee. He just did a new deal with the Mets, the biggest contract in sports history. $765 million for 15 years.
Why would he? I was wondering though. Why would he leave the Yankees to go play for the Mets, especially being that the Yankees just went to the World Series?
Well, the Yankees only offered him.
What you mean? Don't say. First of all, you about to say something stupid.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Only offered him what? $760 million. Only envy
for 16 years.
And the Mets offered him $765 for 15.
Well, one is $47 million a year. One is $51 million a year.
But it's just a $5 million difference. My point is, why would you leave
just
somebody?
a $5 million difference? That's a lot of money.
When you got $760 and you just was playing for a team that was in the World Series the year before.
Yeah, he has a chip already. He might probably just doing it for the money. Who knows? And the Mets might be planning a bigger squad.
Or the Mets got a harder route because they got to go through the Dodgers every year.
Yeah,
I don't even watch baseball and I know that.
You know that.
So I'm just saying, like, why leave a storied franchise like the Yankees that just went to the World Series last year?
Hey, I'm a Yankees fan. I would have preferred him on the Yankees, but he decided to go elsewhere. All right, well, let's jump in some front page news. Morgan is on vacation, and Mimi Brown is filling in. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning. Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, Jess. How y'all doing?
Good.
Blessed, black, and highly favored, Mimi.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Okay, let's jump right into it. So, a nationwide manhunt is entering its 6th day this morning for the gunman responsible for the shooting death of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. Now, the FBI has joined the search and is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest and conviction. Meanwhile, the NYPD is releasing additional photos of the suspect and increasing patrols along the Mexican and Canadian borders. Now, investigators, they believe the gunman left New York City by bus shortly after the shooting on Wednesday. And over the weekend, police, they recovered a backpack in Central Park. They found a Tommy Hilfiger jacket and some Monopoly money inside. And so speaking to reporters over the weekend, Mayor Eric Adams, he said that he hinted that investigators may know the suspect's identity, but are not releasing that information. Let's hear what Mayor Eric Adams had to say.
We don't want to release that now. If you do, you're basically giving a tip to the person we're seeking, and we do not want to give him an upper hand.
I believe I think they're going to release some news this morning. When I drove by there yesterday, and I haven't seen that much activity and cameras outside of the Hilton. I mean, there must be at least 20 news cameras out there, so they must be thinking about doing a release statement or something this morning because there was so many people there last night.
All I know is $50,000. They need to increase this reward money. You got to adjust for inflation. Okay.
What?
Charlamagne, they did. They added NYPD added $10,000, so now the total is $60,000.
Nah, they got to make it like $250,000. Sweeten the pot.
What else we got, Mimi?
Oh. All right, and so moving to our next story, President-elect Donald Trump is making a very strong statement in his first TV interview since winning re-election. In a 45-minute interview on NBC's Meet the Press, Trump says he wants the people who investigated him to go to jail, including the lawmakers who led the investigation into the January 6th Capitol attack. Let's listen to exactly what Trump had to say.
And Cheney was behind it. And so was Benny Thompson and everybody on that committee. For what they did.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think?
I think everybody anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that.
So it begins.
Yes.
We knew that, though. I'm looking for revenge all summer 2025. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and in response to Trump's comments, there are reports that Biden is considering some preemptive pardons for some of those lawmakers before Trump takes office. And some of the names that are possibly being include former White House Chief Medical Advisor Anthony Fauci, Liz Cheney, of course, and Senator-elect Adam Schiff. And as you may recall, the January 6th committee, they did find that Trump encouraged his supporters to commit violence in effort to stay in power after losing the election in 2020. And during this interview, Trump also discussed his plans to pardon those rioters. Let's listen to that.
I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking first day.
Issue these pardons.
These people have been there. How long is it? 3 or 4 years?
Okay.
By the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open.
So you telling me Biden can't pardon everybody in federal prison for a nonviolent drug offense? If you don't want to do all drugs, how about nonviolent weed offense? Then if you're in federal prison for a nonviolent weed offense right now, you telling me President Biden can't pardon you, especially being that he was the architect of the 86 Anti-Drug Abuse Act and the 94 crime bill? Like, if you're talking about pardoning all of these other people and you hear Trump saying he's going to pardon the January 6 rioters, how about you do some real good before you leave office and pardon everybody that's in federal prison right now for a nonviolent drug offense? At the least a nonviolent marijuana offense.
Yeah, absolutely, Charlamagne. And you know, Trump is also very, very outspoken about his immigration agenda. And in the same conversation with NBC's Kristen Welker, he doubled down on his commitment to ending birthright citizenship, which, by the way, is protected by the 14th Amendment. He also stated that children born in the U.S. Could be deported if their parents are in the country illegally. Let's hear Trump on immigration.
I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you going to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out like, this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
Trump is wild.
Yeah.
How do you deport citizens? He's like, hey, well, look, if you want to go stay with your family, we're going to deport you with your family. That's crazy.
Damn.
All right, well.
Yeah, he's saying everybody can go. So, absolutely.
All right, well, that is front page news. Thank you, Mimi.
Yep, coming up, we'll talk about why Amazon delivery, if you're not getting your service, it may be because you're in a section that does not get, Amazon's not paying for that section. We'll talk about that.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Let us know how your weekend was, how you feeling, what you're doing. If you had a great weekend, if you had a horrible weekend, whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, get it off your chest. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray! Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is. We live?
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, it's Fab.
Hey, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Well, I want to talk about the New York shooter.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if y'all ever seen the show Jackal that's on right now with the lady that was in the last season.
No, I heard about it.
Lynch.
I never watched
the
it.
Last game. Yeah, it's very close to that because like the guy is like changes his face, he shoots people or whatever. He's like it's very close to this or whatever. It got me excited when I saw it. But also you guys had the guy on that sold the tea bag, a bag with like the tea on it. Tell something. I'm not sure.
Telfar. He said the tea bag. Telfar. Yeah.
I'm about to say, damn, what y'all was on here doing? You had somebody talking about tea?
No. Telfar. You talking about?
So I don't know if you know the MBTA from Boston. The MBTA, it's like the train, the MTA for you guys.
Yeah. It's
the exact same sign. I'm not sure if he stole the MBTA sign. It's the exact same T sign. So I also wanted to bring that up because I heard it just a couple of days and I just got through today. So I want to say what's up to you guys. And one more thing to get off my chest. This is not for anybody like as far as like abuse or whatever. The whole Diddy thing. I just wanted to say that if you're running away from people, somebody's chasing you in the hotel or whatever, your best bet is to take the stairs. Had Cassie taken the stairs, Diddy would have ran.
Man, shut your dumb ass up. What is wrong with people?
I don't know what's wrong with people.
People are insane. Like, he really thought that was a good idea. He thought about that. He's like, I'm going to call the Breakfast Club this morning, and I'm going to rip with this one. If Cassie would have just taken the stairs, what?
That's been on his mind for a long time.
The elevator do take a little minute.
I get what you're saying, but the logic
you gotta find
you thinking about? Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning.
Sean Stone, what's up, brother?
Peace and blessings, man. What's going on, man?
Good morning, man. Get it off your chest.
Oh, is Jess there?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, Jess. It's been a long time, man, since I heard from you, man. How you been?
I've been good, Sean.
It's been a long time.
Jess, you've been looking. Charlamagne, it's all about Jess, man. Jess, you've been looking lovely on the gram, man.
Don't talk to her like that.
Girl, baby girl got you looking lovely, Jess.
Yeah. Don't talk to her like that.
Oh, he said when she looked lovely. He ain't trying to holler. He just said she looked nice.
I don't like all that.
Exactly. Come on, man. You need to back up, Charlamagne. I got one of my coworkers that want to talk to you, too, man.
I don't want to talk to them. Respect my boundaries. I don't want to talk to them.
All right. Hey, Jess, man, just happy to see you back, man. I'm happy to see you back, man.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate you, Sean.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about the dude that got shot just walking down the street, the CEO.
Yep.
It's unfortunate that situation happened, but there's a fire company down here that's actually was suing United Healthcare because these people been robbing people up, man. So when you do scamming type of stuff and you live in a wrongful type of life, sometimes things like that will happen. I'm not saying it should happen, but things like that will happen. You know what I mean? Every action is a reaction.
No, I don't know what you mean because I don't know nothing about that man's life.
Yeah, I don't know
nothing about that man's life.
What he does and what he was involved with.
He's being investigated by the DOJ. You know what I mean? For taking people pension money.
So keep it real, So you know what I would like to see happen to that person? I'd like to see that person get arrested and have to deal with his consequences, deal with his actions in the court of law.
But life don't play like that. So I mean, sometimes, huh? You know what I mean? When you do people wrong, things will happen to you.
100%. But guess what? Somebody might decide to shoot you because they don't like the way you talk on Breakfast Club.
They're not going to do that to Sean Stone because I'm not going to do wrong to people.
You don't know that?
I mean, I'm not an evil person like that.
So hold on, Sean.
What you mean I don't know that?
So Sean,
I'm not an evil person, bro.
Sure, but you think everybody that gets shot and gunned down is an evil person?
Did I say that? I'm talking about that situation. It's unfortunately that it happened. But come on, when you're out there robbing and scamming people, these things will happen, man.
I don't know what that person was doing. I can't sit here and say he was robbing and scamming people, but I do know I don't like to see nobody get shot down dead in the street like a dog, because that can happen to any of us. Mm-hmm. Like, don't ever think that, just because you not doing dirt, like those things can't happen to you. So you telling me that everybody you've ever seen get shot and gunned down in the middle of the street or get shot and gunned down did something wrong?
Well, the thing is, we just don't know. We don't know what was happening. We don't know what that investigation, what came out of that investigation. We honestly don't know.
And by the way, and if he was doing that, I still don't believe in that type of vigilante justice.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up next. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
This is Kimberly in Atlanta.
Hey, Kimberly in the A. Get it off your chest.
DJ Envy, good morning. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning,
Peace.
I was stressed out about what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you about my sister. But instead, I want to talk to you how I sent all three of you Christmas presents, and you guys haven't said anything yet. I did. I sent each one of you a gift, and it's in your mail room. I want to talk about how your mail people are not giving you your present.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. What was it?
I sent you a copy of a book called Diarrhea of the Mouth.
Diarrhea of the Mouth?
Diarrhea of the Mouth?
Diarrhea of the Mouth by Kimberly Jones. I sent each of you a copy.
I did scratch and sniff?
Ew.
Well, you're going to want to scratch and sniff after that book. Definitely.
Well, I'll look for it, Mama, but we didn't see anything up here as of yet.
For sure, DJ Andy. It was delivered last week. I promise I sent one to each one of you because you guys are my sheroes. And Jess, you are most definitely shero, for sure.
Thank you, girl.
I'm going to go look today. I'll look today and see if we have it, Kimberly.
And you have a great holiday, Mama.
You too. I love you guys. I'll be later.
Love you more, Kimberly. Diarrhea of the Mouth by Kimberly Jones. Available everywhere you buy books about diarrhea now.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, family? Happy holidays. It's Marty Grace.
What's up, Marty?
I ain't heard from you in a minute, brother.
I know, man. I've been chilling, man. Yo, listen. Y'all got to check out my new Christmas song, A Merry, Merry Christmas. It's freaking dope, yo. So just Google it. I mean, I know y'all can't play it, but you got to check it out. It's fly. I think y'all be very happy with it.
Okay. A Merry, Merry Christmas.
All right.
Y'all too, man. All right. God bless y'all, man. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe, y'all.
You too now. Hello, who's this?
This is Monica Wright.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, guys.
Peace, Monica.
I cannot believe I'm talking to you guys. I can't believe it. But today is my birthday. I turned 52. And so I just want to say happy birthday to myself.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy born day.
Happy birthday.
But thank you, guys. This is a great present for me because I've always tried to get through. And so today I finally got through.
Well, thank you. Happy born day. What you doing? Anything special to celebrate, or you did it this weekend?
I did it. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it this weekend. My husband is flying me to L.A. to see my stepson perform.
Ooh, what's your stepson performing?
He is a Sango. He's a DJ.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. I'm happy to hear that.
Yes. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, go out to L.A., enjoy some good weather, get some good weed or something. You know what I mean? Maybe some edibles.
Enjoy your birthday, Mama.
Let your husband toss your legs in the air one time.
You are so bad.
Have a good one, Monica.
She sounds like she gonna do
right,
it.
thank you guys.
Please, Monica.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Tiffany from Sheldon, South Carolina.
What's up, Tiffany? Get it off your chest.
Tiffany, 843, what's happening?
Nothing, Charlamagne. I wish you would get them to stop playing Scissor Snooze while I'm out here on 17 with no highway lights on the road.
I've been trying to tell them to stop playing snooze every morning at the same time for the past 2 years, but they don't listen to me.
Well, I don't have anything to get off my chest. It's my birthday today, so I'm just thankful to still be here.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Happy born day.
All right, y'all have a blessed day.
I appreciate you, man. Salute to everybody in South Carolina. I'm going to be in South Carolina on December 20th because that's the grand opening of me and my wife's Crystal franchise in Orangeburg, South Carolina. So December 20th, we'll have the grand opening ribbon cutting at Crystal's fast food restaurant that we're opening in Orangeburg.
All right, and everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Jay-Z was the latest person named in a Diddy lawsuit.
Oh, God. All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So y'all know it's been a lot going on over the weekend. We do see that Jay-Z was the latest person named in a Diddy lawsuit. And this story is like an onion. It's a lot of layers to peel back. And so I'm going to bring Lauren in here to do this because this is her first.
Because she called the sources?
This is her forte because she can contact anybody from the feds to Donald Trump.
There you go.
So I want her to come on in here. Come on in here, girl.
And I saw Jess trying to pronounce litigious this morning. Woo!
Well, I think I did a better job than you just did. What is it? Don't play with me. Ain't no headphones? Oh, you don't need headphones. It's fine.
There's no audio, right? Yeah, you don't need no headphones.
Where the hell you came from?
I came from
minding
my business. You couldn't wait.
Looking like a schoolgirl. She about to tell us what's going on.
Stuff to say. All right, so what have you guys said so far? What have you talked about?
Nothing.
Jess, okay, so look, not even a laughing matter, right? So over the weekend, actually last night, Jay-Z was named in a lawsuit. This is a federal civil suit. This lawsuit is one that we actually talked about before. So y'all remember back in October when Tony Busby filed that big bunch of lawsuits against Diddy.
That's the one that set up the hotline.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the start of all of that stuff, right around that time. So during that time when that was set up, there was a case that was mentioned. There was a 13-year-old girl who said she came to New York when she was 13 to go to the VMAs. She didn't have a ticket. She was just excited to be here. She met a limousine driver who said he worked for Puff. And he was like, I can't get you into the VMAs, but if you come back here after, I can get you to an after party.
Now, 13-year-old was with no parents, just by themselves?
She came by herself. She came by herself. So she was dropped off by a friend. Now, that girl in that lawsuit originally back in October said she went to a party. It was a Puff party, allegedly. When she got there, she had some drinks. She started feeling a little crazy. And then she went to a room to lay down and take a little, a little minute away from the people. When she woke up, Puff and two other celebrities, celebrity A and B, were in the room. And she was raped, allegedly, in that room. She called her dad to come get her when she was able to get away from the party, who didn't know she was there, and then it caused her mental distress to this day. So that's why she was filing civil suit. So over the weekend, celebrity A was named as Jay-Z. So now that has shattered the internet streets, as you guys can imagine, because I think for a while people have been trying to place other celebrities in this and figure out who the other names are, and this is one of the biggest names outside of Diddy that we've seen named in all of this stuff. So now the civil suit still remains as is. The claims are still the same. The only difference is that she's saying that Puff was one of the people allegedly that raped her in that room, but that Jay-Z also participated, and that there was another celebrity who was a female celebrity, B, who watched. And she said that the woman is accusing Jay-Z and Puff of taking turns. Puff would, sexually assault her, rape her, and then Jay-Z would watch, and then allegedly Jay-Z would do the same, and then Puff would watch. And she says that no one helped her. The other celebrity that was in the room did not help her. Now, all of this happened, right? This all dropped. People were like, well, what the heck is going on? You guys remember when all this started dropping around Puff, it was statements from his attorneys trying to defend him.
Yeah.
Now with Jay-Z released a statement, I would say almost like immediately once this happened. And his statement was very different. I made sure all of y'all had the statement.
Yes.
Alrighty. So this is a long statement. Normally we only pick pieces of it, but I think it's important for us to read the full statement.
You gonna read this whole thing?
We need to.
Okay, let's do it.
So it says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt. This is a statement directly from Jay-Z. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer, in quotations, named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny that would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer who I have done a bit of research on seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither nor honor or dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I, he says my wife, but we know he's like my Beyonce, because like, why wouldn't you just say Beyonce? My wife and I have to sit our children down now, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such that at their young age. It is unfair to have to try and understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world. I want to get to this next part. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
That was a bar you
don't
skipped,
play
though.
with me.
Yeah.
Which one? Go ahead.
My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit.
It was the cheap suit for me.
How you skip the bar in an ambulance chaser?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people responded so much to this. Like, of course, this caused a big back and forth for people, you know, putting out their volunteer their own opinion of like, what do they believe? Is Jay-Z a part of this whole thing that people are beginning to believe that Puff is a part of, or is he not?
But basically his response is like, don't try me, try somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the one.
And then what he said about like these lawyers who have these types of theatrics, they have a pattern of doing cases like this, and everybody case sound the same. It's like,
that's right.
You know, they'll call you
underage girl, they was drugged, raped. Yes.
Yeah. And so I do want to mention too, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this, I said, oh, this is gonna, if Jay-Z is successful at what he is doing and he's not backing down, this is going to change the game for a lot of celebrities who get brought into these type of things. True. And if true, they serve consequences for it. But if not true, it's like it just goes away. But these stains are still on your record. You know what I mean? Because he's basically making a precedent for it, right?
Yeah.
So Diddy's team sent a statement over to us, and they basically said this amended complaint in the extortion lawsuit that Mr. Busby exposes. Because Jay-Z went on and filed an extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that is going to show y'all what we've been saying. Like, this is all just a publicity stunt. These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Where they don't have the money to
It happens all the time.
Expensive.
And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like Charlamagne said, you'll go to the press. They'll make these press conferences. And what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything until you get to the point where you be like, you know what, let me just pay them off and get away from them. But Jay got enough to say, look, I'm going to fight this all the way. Now, Busby, he responded, right?
I was about to say he did, but real quick, I want to say that I want to say that
do part 2 next.
Okay, because there's some more to this. Because I reached out to the Southern District of New York, who, if it was to go criminal, that's who would take it on, and a few other people. So I want to get into that.
Could they do criminal, or did the time already? pass?
I'm not for sure the technicalities of that because I know that people have been talking about it in like Texas. Is that what you're referencing?
I know civil they can after 30 years after somebody's 18.
This case was originally filed in New York, so I don't know because I don't know what the feds are doing criminally about this girl anyway, just with Diddy. So we'll talk about it because there's a few other points that we need to get to.
Okay, all right, we'll do that next time.
But what I live by, you never hear Wendy Williams talking about it, ain't true. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate you.
All right.
I
Now,
like
when
that
we come
tag
back,
team. I like that tag team,
You know
by the
what
way.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
look at little boss. Look at
Little boss lady Jess.
Boss lady Jess.
Look at Jess.
That's nice. Good reading, by the way.
Thank you.
Good reading. All right.
It was a lot too.
When we come back, we got front page news. Morgan is out, so Mimi Brown is filling in from the BIN. So we'll talk to her next. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, with some quick NFL sports. The Steelers beat the Browns. The Saints beat the Giants. The Dolphins beat the Jets. The Vikings beat the Falcons. The Jaguars beat the Titans. The Eagles beat the Panthers. The Buccaneers beat the Raiders. 49ers beat the Bears. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. The Rams beat the Bills. And the Chiefs beat the Chargers. And in Monday Night Football, the Bengals take on the Cowboys at 8:15. And we got to salute Juan Soto, the biggest contract in professional sports. He signed with the Mets 15 years for $765 million.
I really can't wait till somebody talk to him and just ask him. I just want to know, why did he leave the Yankees? The Yankees offered him $760. Mets offered him $765. Yankees just went to the World Series last year. I wonder what was he not happy about that he walked away from the Yankees?
Don't know. Good question. But good morning, Mimi. Mimi is filling in for Morgan. What's up, Mimi?
Hey, Envy. All right, y'all. So listen, if you live in certain parts of Washington, D.C. and wonder why your packages are being delayed, it might be because Amazon doesn't offer its fastest delivery service in your neighborhood. So D.C.'s Attorney General Brian Schwab is suing Amazon for allegedly hiding the fact that it does not provide prime delivery service in two primarily black zip codes. Now, that's affecting about 50,000 Prime members, many of whom rely on the service due to local store access. Now, Schwab says at the heart of the case is the fact that Amazon is continuing to charge customers for Prime service without disclosing that they don't deliver there. So and he put out a statement, and in that statement, it says that Amazon is charging tens of thousands of hardworking Ward 7 and Ward 8 residents expedited delivery service it promises but does not provide. And while Amazon has every right to make operational changes, it cannot covertly decide what a dollar means in one zip code than it means in another zip code. So the lawsuit is demanding that Amazon stop misleading its practices. They want them to pay the damages to affected customers and face penalties. But meanwhile, Amazon is maintaining that it is transparent with its customers and continues to prioritize safety and delivery accuracy.
I just want Amazon to start dropping off the packages directly at the door. Like, we have a sign that clearly says, "Do not leave packages at the fence." So I don't know why they keep doing that, and it's like they leave it right under the sign. So I know you saw the sign. Yeah. Why don't you just?
Because it's easy. Or they probably running late because they do that to me all the time too, and I can't stand it because I'm always thinking somebody's going to steal my package outside the gate. Yeah. But
and it's a bunch of kids though. Like, it's a bunch of young delivery people that they hire who don't take that stuff serious.
And they need to have Amazon something on their car that says Amazon, because they be pulling up in all types of vehicles.
I'm talking about what? Yeah.
They sure do. All right, well, switching gears to Florida, where prosecutors plan to clear up 2,600 convictions of people arrested for buying crack cocaine from the Broward County Sheriff Office between 1988 and 1990. Now, the Florida State Supreme Court, they called this practice outrageous in a 1993 ruling, saying it violated people's rights, but nothing was ever done about it. And now a recent audit, they found that convictions are still on people's criminal records, causing people to be denied housing, jobs, and more. The defense attorney in the case, he says that the people who were arrested, they were not dealers. They were battling addiction, and they were being unfairly targeted in a sting operation. And he's also pointing out that the sheriff office sold these drugs to these people within 1,000 feet of a school, so the penalties would be greater. So we're just hoping that they get that cleared up, because a lot of people were saying they can't get housing, they can't get anything that they need because they have this criminal record that they shouldn't have. All right, and so finally today, a jury, they will resume deliberations in the trial of former Marine Daniel Penny. Now, that's the man who is accused of causing the death of Jordan Neely, the mentally ill homeless black man, by putting him in a chokehold in a Manhattan subway last year. Now, Penny claims he acted to protect passengers from Neely's threats. On Friday, the judge dismissed the top manslaughter charge after jurors said they were deadlocked. And now that leaves only the lesser charge of criminally negligent homicide for consideration. Defense attorneys, they requested a mistrial. We'll see what happens today. We will definitely continue to watch this one.
Absolutely.
And so that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
Thank you,
All right.
Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Dr. Sarah Font, I think her name is Fontenot. She was talking about why men don't want to get married now because they say women leave so easily. Let's listen to what she said.
Why should a man get married when women leave so easily?
Most women are so bought into the vision of marriage that they never really consider what it means to be a wife. So then when they get into marriage and now they are a wife, they hate the role because they don't know what it is. And most times, because in society, they make you feel like you need to get married and start a family, they choose the person that they like the most. Maybe even they love the most in that moment. But marriage is not something that should be based inside of, I like this person enough. They were persistent enough. They were romantic enough. Marriage, to make it in the long haul, has to be rooted in something real, like God, purpose, and alignment, similar core values. And so if you don't have that, a man really doesn't want to get married. But if he does get married and it's not rooted in the right things, she will leave.
Why do people say such broad generalizations? Like a man does not want to get married. Who told you that?
Well, let's open up the phone lines.
Why do we say this? Like you can't use words like some. You can say some men. You know what I mean? Why you just make a broad generalization? A man does not want to get married. Who said that?
Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Do you feel like women leave easily in a marriage now? Let's have that conversation. I guess that's what she was getting at. 800-585-1051. We'll take your phone calls when we come back. Again, do you feel like women leave easily in a marriage? Is it easy to let a marriage go?
I got to hear what she said again because I didn't get that from what she said.
All right, we'll discuss when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're playing a clip from the Giving podcast from Dr. Sarah Fontenot. And this is what she said about marriage.
Why should a man get married when women leave so easily?
Most women are so bought into the vision of marriage that they never really consider what it means to be a wife. So then when they get into marriage and now they are a wife, they hate the role because they don't know what it is. And most times, because in society, they make you feel like you need to get married and start a family, they choose the person that they like the most. Maybe even they love the most in that moment. But marriage is not something that should be based inside of, I like this person enough. They were persistent enough. They were romantic enough. Marriage, to make it in the long haul, has to be rooted in something real, like God, purpose, and alignment, similar core values. And so if you don't have that, a man really doesn't want to get married. But if he does get married and it's not rooted in the right things, she will leave.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Let's start with you, Jess. You know, why should a man get married when women leave so easily?
Well, I honestly think that can be subjective. A man, you can marry a man, and then a man can marry you, and then he leave easily. You can leave easily. It all depends. I mean, I know women are more independent, more self-sufficient these days. I mean, I know that's why somebody wouldn't want to stick around and tolerate if there's issues in their marriage. I mean, because you can do things yourself. You can do all bad all by yourself. So, I mean, that's one particular reason why I think women, or some women, I can't say all women leave easily, but that probably would be a reason why.
I think it's a different day and time. I just know, like, if you look at your grandmother or even some of your parents, They stayed because, I don't want to say they were bred to, but that was the thing that they did. They stayed in a relationship no matter what, through thick to thin. If somebody put hands on them, if somebody cheated, but no matter what it was, if they weren't happy, they still stayed. Yeah. I think nowadays, I mean, even with my daughter, or I'm sure anybody's daughter, you teach your daughter, if you're not happy and you can't figure it out in a relationship, don't stay. Leave. Like, you have a long life to live. Life is short. Leave. And I think a lot of women are doing that. They're more independent. If a man cheats, a woman is not saying, I don't want to sit here and deal with this. I'm out. If a man puts hands on a woman, I'm out. If a woman is not happy because of whatever reason in a relationship, after trying to work it out, they're not going to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. They leave. And I don't have a problem with that, because at the end of the day, this life is short and you want to be happy.
Yeah. And then things are different. Like you said, things are different these days.
Charlamagne?
What's the question? The question is what now? What makes a man leave?
What makes a woman leave so easily?
I don't know. I ain't a woman. I ain't never had nobody leave me. Me and my wife been together for 26 years. We've been married for 10 now? Like, I don't know. I would have to talk to some women who've left their men. I don't know. How the hell am I supposed to know what makes a woman leave?
Bonita.
Yo.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning,
Breakfast Club.
Good morning, girl.
What's your thoughts?
My thoughts is this. I agree with Charlamagne. She was wrong. She shouldn't have said all men. She should have said some men. Also, I do believe that some women leave due to a lot of infidelity. And a lot of people don't have the old school values when you work through that. They don't put in the work anymore.
That's true. And you know what else? I was reading something earlier, and it was saying how a lot of women, the reason that finances is always the number one reason why women leave, and the reason a lot of women are leaving now is because of financial independence. They're saying that women are more financially independent, so they are less likely to tolerate men cheating and all types of stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't even with that financial part, women have to stop fooling themselves. I agree with the all independency, but I do believe in love and people should be together. And congratulations, Jess, on your love.
Thank you, babe.
You saw them on Shade Room?
First of all.
You saw them?
I saw they had beautiful Christmas pictures.
Thank you so much. That's actually for Valentine's
Day. Congratulations.
What you mean for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it's an event. It's the Quantum of Love event. I know that we're doing. It's a Nigerian event that we're doing in February.
Said that was your holiday picture.
That's what happened. You don't know what you're talking about. They should have reached out and got the facts. Stupid asses. Damn.
This is Valentine's Day. You done miss Kwanzaa. You done miss everything. Christmas. You done miss New Year's.
We did the shoot early, but it's for a Nigerian dinner.
Okay. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Dion.
Hey, Dion. What's your thoughts, Dion?
I agree with some of the stuff she said. Core value does matter, but don't no man want to date forever.
Okay. That's all you got?
Don't no man want to date forever.
Yeah. I guess he's saying men want to get married.
Yeah, he clearly. That's how we talk about marriage. What do you mean you and a man want to date forever?
Hello, who's this?
It's D. What's going on, breakfast family?
D. Good morning. What's your thoughts, D?
Good morning. First off, good morning, Queen Jess.
Good morning,
Good
boo.
morning. Good morning, Queen Shala.
Peace, Queen.
And good morning, Queen Dominican LV. How you doing?
Queen Dominican, how y'all doing?
Dimelo. Is it Dimelo? Is it Dimelo? Dimelo.
Dimelo. Look, I've been married for 4 years. I just remembered that, right? I've been together for 11. I tell you, I break up with my husband in my head at least 7 times a day. But mentally, I stay with him because I love him more than I can't stand him.
Damn. That's real.
Yeah,
that's right.
So you have to mentally be able to deal with all of them. Once the representative leaves, you got the real them. That's that.
I respect that. All right. I respect that. That's the question we should have asked. Because when I listen to the doctor's response to the question, it sounds like, she's saying things that make me wonder, like, how do you make your marriage last? How do you prepare for a marriage? What are the things a marriage needs to be rooted in to last a long time?
800-585-1051. We'll take your calls when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We're all the Breakfast Club. Now, we're getting this from the Given podcast. Dr. Sarah was saying this about marriage. This is what she said.
Why should a man get married when women leave so easily?
Most women are so bought into the vision of marriage that they never really consider what it means to be a wife. So then when they get into marriage and now they are a wife, they hate the role. because they don't know what it is. And most times, because in society, they make you feel like you need to get married and start a family, they choose the person that they like the most. Maybe even they love the most in that moment. But marriage is not something that should be based inside of, I like this person enough. They were persistent enough. They were romantic enough. Marriage, to make it in the long haul, has to be rooted in something real, like God, purpose, and alignment, similar core values. And so if you don't have that, a man really doesn't want to get married. But if he does get married and it's not rooted in the right things, she will leave.
So we're taking your calls and getting your thoughts. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Vanessa from the Bronx.
What's up, Vanessa from the Bronx?
Hi, DJ Envy. Hi, Jess Hilarious. Hi, Charlamagne.
Peace, peace. Good morning.
Hi. First of all, I just want to shout out my fiance, Vern. He's at work right now. But I just wanted to say that I don't think that women are leaving marriages easier. I think that women progress in life and aren't reliant on men the way we used to. I mean, let's not forget, it was like 60, 80 years ago where women couldn't even get a loan without a man. They couldn't own a business without a man. Like, things are different now, so we're not putting up with the same thing.
That's true, too.
Yep, that's what I was reading. That's what I was reading earlier.
And I'm not saying it's all about financials, but it's a team effort. If you're not pulling your weight in this team, then why do I have to stay with you? Like, I can support myself emotionally, physically. I'm good. So it's a team effort.
I agree.
And you know what, too? I want to say something else about men, man. A lot of men that I'm meeting nowadays, they don't want a woman that's not doing nothing. Like, a woman got to have a hustle about herself. You know, I know back in the day, it was all about, the man got to have something and the man got to be able to provide. Men feel the same way. They don't want to hitch their wagons to something that ain't moving.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, bro?
They call me Dominique.
Hi, Dominique. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on the situation is that I don't believe you can say all of them. That's a generalization that all men don't want to get married because of that specific reason. But I do believe that women nowadays are more quick to leave something that's been established or that's been trying to be established, even if it's been for years that y'all been developing this relationship. When things start to hit south and not getting good and still trying to fix it, build on it, make it better, want to go.
I respect that.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is AK from Atlanta.
AK from Atlanta, talk to us. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man, I feel like Charlamagne. I hate that broad generalization that men don't want to get married. Men definitely still want to get married. And right. I don't believe it's true that women are leaving easier nowadays.
Okay. Well, thank you, brother.
And he's actually right, because I was also reading this morning that the number, let me look it up the right way. Yeah. According to recent data, the divorce rate in the United States is not increasing. It is actually currently trending downwards.
From when?
It says since from 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, since 2008, the divorce rate has been steadily decreasing in America.
Except for, you said 1 year, COVID year, right?
Yes, it says while the trend is downward, 2022 saw a small increase in the divorce rate compared to the previous year, and it was because of the impact of the pandemic. They said, during 2020 and 2021.
COVID, that first couple of COVID years, people had to stay with their spouse and really
be in the house and
then realize they really didn't like their spouse all the time.
Yep.
Dying to go to work.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, guys. This is Mia Pearl. I'm actually a marriage and family therapist. How are you?
Hey, Mia Pearl. I'm glad that you're calling since you're a professional. What's on your mind this morning? Because I got a few questions.
Okay, so I have two reasons I think relationships don't last, and I don't think it's just women. It's the illusion of choice, and also the fact that our ancestors had to put up with a lot more than we did. So there's resources and opportunity for women that don't leave them in relationships that aren't fulfilling them.
Explain the illusion of choice.
Because you can get on your phone and there's a million people giving you attention. Back in the day, you might not meet somebody that met your quality standard for, a month at a time. You didn't have a million options at the palm of your hand. So swipe left, swipe right.
True. My question, because this is going off the answer that the doctor gave. It's a few. How do you make your marriage last? How do you prepare for a marriage? What are the things a marriage needs to be rooted in? Needs to be rooted in to last.
Okay, how do you make your marriage last?
Yes.
No one can make a marriage last. You just have to put in the effort over and over again and choose each other over again, and also do the work on yourself. You can't just expect someone to show up over and over again if you're not working on yourself. What was those other two? You said them quickly.
How do you prepare for a marriage?
You prepare for a marriage the same way you prepare for life. You study, you do the work, you go to therapy, all of the things. You can't just expect people's life experiences to prepare them, because everyone didn't grow up with that positive two-person loving example. So if you didn't get that, it behooves you to go out and study what that looks like.
And what are the things a marriage needs to be rooted in to last?
A marriage needs to be rooted in loyalty, trust, and understanding, and a commitment to your future.
Man, I think the biggest one you said is loyalty. And I really believe that wholeheartedly, because, you know, growing up, you know, guys, we always act like we got so much loyalty to each other, but we're not loyal to the closest person to us, which is that person that we laying down with every night. Like, we lie to them, we sneak around and, you know, tell them illusions, but we're more loyal to our homies. Like, no, that's your real homie.
To our barber.
Yeah. And that's what's taught in the music. Love isn't really a popular thing anymore. It's more so, I ride for my you know, N-words. I lie to my N-words, you know?
Yep.
So follow me on Instagram, Nia Pearl with 2 L's, okay?
Nia Pearl with 2 L's.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
What's the moral of the story, if there is a moral?
I mean, I was just thinking about what she said all the time. Like, you got to be loyal to your significant other, man. Like, that's your people. That's your partner. Like, the same way you hold it down for your friends, you got to hold it down for your significant other the same way. It's you and that person against the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What are we talking about?
More and more of this Jay-Z and Diddy stuff.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ.
The toilet awaits her.
Jess Hilarious. Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
That bathroom gonna hate to see you coming.
I love the steak, egg, and McMuffin, yo. Like, the steak, egg, McMuffin. Yes, with no cheese, it's gonna be good.
I love how true to
every
yourself
time.
you
All right. Well, let's get to Jess with the Best.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so for the second hour, we're going to pick up where we left off with our very own LL Cool J from Brown Girl Grinding. Let's get into it, girl.
Period. Okay, so last hour when we left off, you had asked me, did Tony Busby respond to Jay-Z?
Yes.
And he did. So he responded 2 ways. So he posted on Instagram, he posted a photo of himself. This is a photo of Attorney Busby when he was a platoon commander.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Jay-Z had referenced that in the response that we read, basically saying, like, you're supposed to be this noble man, but what are you doing? You shaking down people for money? It's all a money grab. But he also responded with a statement that he posted online, and he said that Jay-Z had allegedly denied being the one that sued Tony Busby and his firm before, that he filed the case in a way that, like, it can't be picked up. The word is here, but I'm not going to try and read it. He also says that Jay-Z failed to mention that his law firm sent them a demand letter, and in that demand letter they never asked for a penny, they just asked for mediation. Now, I will say I did reach out to Attorney Busby's office to clarify what would the mediation be about, because normally when you mediate you want to come to an agreement. An agreement is normally money.
Who are you playing with?
Right?
What you mean?
They're not coming for Beyonce tickets. I can
Exactly.
assure you.
We want a record deal with Rock Nation. What are you talking about?
I can assure you that.
And then also, I thought what this one was important was that Busby said, because he's alleging that Jay-Z's team and Jay-Z had private investigators and a bunch of people reaching out to former employees of the firm, their families, including the plaintiff's family and Busby's family and different people around them, basically to, like, show his power and scare them, allegedly, right? And he's saying because of this, Jane Doe said, you know what, name him in the lawsuit. And that's why they went back and amended this suit. Because again, this suit is not a new suit. They just updated and put Jay-Z's name in. And Busby is saying, I did that not because we want to shake you down, but because you tried to scare my client. So she wants to come out swinging too. She's not backing down. Yeah, so it's like a whole thing right now.
So what did they ever respond about what they wanted mediation for? By the way, when they ask for mediation, they're asking for money.
That's what.
That's all it is.
I've never heard of mediation where you don't come to an agreement about money or assets or something.
The sad thing to let everybody know is you can sue anybody for anything. Like, and that's the sad part, because whether it's a real lawsuit or something that you're just shooting to see if you can get some money, you can sue anybody for anything. But the sad thing about it is if the person loses that suing, nothing happens.
Yep.
They just go away. And most people that sue are using an attorney that's doing it for free. So you have nothing to lose. You can say, I'm going to sue this person. You have nothing to lose. And if you lose, okay, you keep it moving. But whoever's getting sued has to spend thousands or hundreds of thousands, in this case probably millions, or lawyers, and you never get that back.
Years, yeah, because court cases like this can go on forever. But I always felt like the people, if it comes out that somebody's lying, you know what I'm saying? Like, why won't they go to jail? Why can't they go to jail?
Oh, let's
like,
pay the lawyer fees.
Yeah. You know
well,
what I mean?
lot of times they do try and they try, like the person that they accused will try and at least get lawyer fees, but like you said, at that point a lot of people don't have the
Most
money.
people ain't got the money.
Yeah, they don't have the money, so it's like we don't know what is true here and what's not. We just are watching it play out like everybody else. But I think, like I said, for me, I was going to ask y'all what your predictions is. For me, if Jay-Z is successful at what he's doing right now, this going to set a principle for a lot of these type of cases, because you walk away with nothing. Now you
But that happens all the time, though. I mean, the people don't realize that, because what you hear is this, right? You hear the initial accusation,
quote unquote,
but
attack,
you don't ever see when the case gets dropped.
Lizzo didn't just happen. Lizzo's case just get dropped. Nobody said anything about that.
You don't see when the case actually gets dismissed, because I'm telling you, all of this stuff is a grift. It's complete foolishness. They do this all the time. They'll have your lawyer reach out to your team and they'll tell your team, we're going to do a press conference.
Reach out to the news.
We're going to have interviews. You know, if you don't settle with us. And then
see it all the time.
And if you most people settle. You'll be surprised how many people do settle.
Yeah, just so they don't have to go through all of.
They just don't want the bad press, because they know the court of public opinion makes everybody guilty, so it makes a lot of folks settle. And Hov said, "Kiss my ass, I'm not settling," and I don't blame him.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that reacted. Well, not a lot of people, but the people, celebrities. Meek Mill said something. He said the goal is to start false narrative to create a matrix web. If you can control the storyline, you can control the matrix. American media is totally unbelievable. I see Jay-Z blank a 13-year-old girl 300 times scrolling. It's called programming. And then Foxy Brown also reacted. She said, wait, with an emoji on her story. And then 50 Cent said, okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still gonna have the Super Bowl? I'm asking for a friend. And that started creating speculation, because they're like, yo, so is all this just to get Kendrick to not perform at the Super Bowl?
People love a theory.
Yo,
they love a theory.
They
love a conspiracy theory, because our people love those Facebook aunties be on it with the conspiracy theory.
Yes, they were connecting this and connecting that, but yeah, well, all 51 knows it's gonna be a Super Bowl.
Good for Hov. At some point, this litigious blackmailing and extortion has to stop.
Yeah,
it's just that. It's really that simple.
You are so right. So we gonna move on. Pusha T speaks on Kendrick and Drake beef. So he sat down. He had a conversation with Ari Melber. Am I saying it right?
Ari Melber, yeah.
Ari Melber during Miami Art Week, and during the conversation, Ari asked Pusha T about the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle? 1,000%. I think that Kendrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul. You can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. The truth, cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that would cause you to tap out. That'll cause you to sue. That'll cause you to do a lot of things. It's crazy. Listen, suing is crazy.
I just want to tell you, I heard clearer audio online. I just want to let y'all know that.
Okay.
Clear. I heard that clearly online yesterday.
So you throwing our producers under the bus?
I don't know who recorded that in, but I just tell you, I heard.
I don't have a problem
online.
with you doing that.
Oh, I figured
working hard.
I never had a problem.
I want to say on behalf of the production team, we be working hard and don't do that.
So you did the audio?
I didn't do the audio, but
okay, got you.
I know that the person works hard. But go ahead.
Yeah. So as we know, Pusha and Drake, they had a beef of their own in the past, so that's why he sat down and said that. But yo, I want to bring it back, because I forgot to mention this part. In the more positive light, Snoop recently spoke on Jay-Z's involvement in the Super Bowl during an episode of Drink Champs.
We need to think about is that before Jay-Z got control of the Super Bowl, wasn't no performing. So let's go back to the essence of the beginning of Breach. He's creating a wave of artists to have an opportunity to perform. If you're a good artist and you're a great artist, your time will come. Like, I was never crying about it or mad about it. When Dr. Dre called me and asked me to get his back, I was there for him. But I didn't feel like I was supposed to be there. I was in demand to be there. This is a big event. People looking at everything when they pick the person to perform. You should just be honored that, hip-hop is being able to be seen on that platform for all of us and not hate on the next man, but be happy.
That's funny as hell. Imagine white people listening to Snoop. Snoop says before Jay-Z, they had no N-words performing. Meanwhile, the white folks is like, Roger Goodell, why are all these N-words performing?
Well, that is Jess with the Mess for the second hour.
All right. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Before after the hour, one of Envy's cousins, his name is Hector Velequez Mandora. I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Yes,
Maldonado. Hector D. Velequez Maldonado.
I'm black.
One of Envy's cousins.
That's not my cousin.
We'll discuss what he got into.
I'm black, and we'll get to it next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This don't be a donkey, because right now you want some real donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Did she get donkey today? Please tell me.
Absolutely. I had become donkey of the day.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
We're donkeys.
My mic on? Oh, hello. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Donkey of the Day for Monday, December 9th goes to a 32-year-old man named Hector D. Velequez. Clearly related to Envy. How did those in Spanish origin pronounce that, Envy? Velequez?
Velasquez? Yes.
Hector D. Velasquez Maldonado.
Is it Velasquez?
Velasquez.
Yep,
what is it?
I don't know.
Velaquez.
Yep, it's Velasquez.
I don't know. I'm not Spanish. I'm black.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Now, I understand it's the holiday season and people out here trying to figure it out. Folks is hurting. Christmas is in 17 days. People got kids. People still trying to pay bills. It's a lot. And desperate times call for desperate measures. And sadly, Hector is desperate. Okay, but even when you're desperate, you still have to be smart. Because either Hector was desperate or he needed a place to stay for the holidays. Okay, let's go to CBS 6 Richmond for the report, please.
As Shop with a Cop was in full swing,
a member of the staff at Walmart came up to us and informed us that they had a shoplifting in progress inside the store.
32-year-old Hector Velequez Maldonado of Chesterfield County taken into custody. And in the process, officers learned he was wanted for failure to appear on another shoplifting case.
He does have other open cases here in Chesterfield as well for larceny.
With dozens of uniformed officers walking around the store, police say they are surprised he attempted to steal a cartload of merchandise and what he had to see when he parked his car.
You know, we had 30 to 40 marked patrol cars in the parking lot. And when we found his vehicle, it was actually facing where all of our cars were parked. So he would have had to have seen them. It just didn't matter to him. He was going to take the chance.
Maldonado is now charged with felony grand larceny. The items in his cart valued at just under $1,400. Wayne Colville, CBS 6 News.
Hector Maldonado, listen to me, man. Listen to what happened in case that news report wasn't clear for you. The Walmart was hosting its annual Shop with a Cop event where local police partner with impoverished children to help them pick out gifts for the holidays. There was nearly 50 police officers and sheriff's deputies all around this Walmart at the time of the attempted theft. I know Hector's mentality. He's like, if I walk into this store full of cops, the last thing people would expect is me to steal. The last thing people would expect is me to shoplift. Nobody would be foolish enough to try to shoplift in a store with all these cops. They won't suspect nothing, man. But nope. Security footage showed Hector trying to hide a bunch of items on him as he attempted to leave the store. The officers were notified of a shoplifting in progress, meaning someone whispered to them, hey, clean up on aisle 4. So officers spread out across the Walmart. Of course, Hector tried to get away, but he was quickly apprehended, and he had the nerve to act stunned when he was caught. The only people who should really be stunned is the police. And they were. Officers said they couldn't believe he tried to commit the crime, even with the clear police presence all around the area. They had 30 to 40 marked patrol cars in the parking lot, but Hector don't care. It's the holidays. He got to eat. And he is a repeat shoplifting offender and has an active warrant out for his arrest for a failure to appear in court along with several open larceny cases. Okay, he is now facing a felony charge of grand larceny. Personally, I think he needed a place to stay for the holidays, so he said, F it. If I don't get caught, I got $1,400 in items. If I do get caught, I got 3 hots and a cock. Okay?
Cot.
What? That's what I said.
Okay.
We heard you.
Oh, yeah. 3 hots in a cot, just in case I would have.
Oh, we heard you say cot.
Okay. But, I mean, if you go to jail, 3 hot meals and some penis, that's what you could. You couldn't get that. I'm just saying. Please give Hector D. Maldonado the biggest hee-haw.
You didn't put an L, a D in his name and everything. Maldonado.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, man. Clearly. Because there was no reason to try to get that away. Get that off. That wasn't going to happen.
Now, when we come back, Shanti Das will be joining us. She has a new pocket guide.
This is amazing. I'm actually ordering a bunch of these and giving them out for the holidays, man. It's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Griefmas by Shanti Das, and it's 20 tips for navigating grief during the holidays. It's just a small pocket guide of tips. You can keep this in your pocket. It's really, really powerful.
For her to have gone through so much just in her life, like she's such a breath of fresh air, and she has the most exuberant energy ever. I really love her. Yeah,
we're gonna talk to her next, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building,
and it's not Silence the Shame Day.
No, it is not.
I know. I feel special.
We have Shanti Das back in the building. Good morning.
What up, Shanti?
How y'all doing?
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Thank you. I'm trying to be like you. Channeling, the great energy.
Yeah, but then after I just had that baby,
with that beautiful baby girl.
Thank you.
She has a new book, or what do you call it? Book or pamphlet?
I call it a pocket guide.
A pocket guide. Pocket guide. It's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Griefmas, where it's 20 tips for navigating grief during the holidays.
I think this is amazing.
Thank you. I don't think it's anything else like it.
I think it's genius, and the fact it's a pocket guide, you can just really keep it in your pocket during the holiday season.
Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
So God placed it on my spirit to write it last year, but it was 3 days before Christmas, so everything was shut down. So I literally just had a friend of mine put it up on Amazon. And this year I was like, I really want to put it out right. And so I kind of re-edited, added a few things, and now it's out. It's 20 tips. It's no stranger, my grief story. Those that might know my story, I lost my mom almost 3 years ago, my sister 5 years ago unexpectedly, and then my dad took his own life when I was just 7 months old. I've lost uncles along the way. Best friend took her own life in 2014. So grief has been a part of my life. Yeah. And it is the greatest equalizer for all of us, because we've all lost somebody, y'all. And then you look at it, I was just making notes rest in peace to Clark Kent, and shout out to his wife and kids, and, Fat Man Scoop, Rico Wade, people grieving in Atlanta. So those are just the high profile people. But think about the aunties and the uncles, right? Or that spouse or that child. People are struggling, and the holidays can be a really, really tough time. It's supposed to be a joyous occasion and time, but that's not the case. And grief is an individual journey, and you got to give people grace and space, as I say, to feel and heal.
And so all of these 20 steps are what you took to get through your grief, to navigate through that.
Yeah, and again, especially during the holidays, because I love the holidays. I'm like a big old kid. My Christmas decorations, I hate to say, was up in November. I'm that girl.
Your outfit gives holiday. I love it. Silver,
Thank
nice,
you. So trying to get some holiday joy, but it gets to be tough, and I find myself with the ugly cry at the light, or if a Christmas song comes on that me and my sister used to listen to all the time, or my mom, it just takes me back. But I allow myself to go through those moments. I don't care where I am. It could hit me now on the show, and I'm gonna cry, and I'll wipe my tears and move on.
Lean into your feels. That's your first tip.
That's right.
It's interesting, right? Because I love your dedication, because you dedicate the book to your sister, your mother, your father, grandmother, uncles, and a few great friends. And you say, I pray your souls are singing hymns of good holiday cheer up in heaven. Man, how difficult is it to have that mentality and to believe that, but then also not want to join them before your time?
Absolutely. I mean, I would give anything to see my sister, my mom, and my loved ones, but it's my faith. And it's so crazy. You know how you remember that one thing you forgot to put in the book? But last year, I coined this new acronym for grief, and it stands for going right into extreme faith. So my faith is what got me to be able to even say that, because I do feel like I'm going to see my loved ones. I believe in life after death, and I want to make sure their souls are happy and that, they're awaiting me. But I don't want to leave this earth until it's my time, because I still feel like God has more work for me to do. And the space that I'm in now.
That's right.
Coming from having a really big career in music, being the number 2 right under Sylvia Rhone, to now just helping the culture and the world in a different way, trying to heal, because we're hurting out here.
That's right.
And a lot of people grieve, but they don't talk about it. And you don't have to talk about it, but you need to talk to somebody about it.
I was going to ask you, all these artists in the music industry, and I know you spoke about it before, but I'm sure that with everything going on in the industry, do you think that these artists should be, I guess the label should force these artists to do therapy or some type of therapy to make sure that their mind is right? I know even in basketball and sports, they have therapists there to talk to the athletes. And sometimes they say that the athletes are in their own way. They got to get things off of their mind before they can start, going again. Do you think that it should be the same for the music industry?
Yeah, I often said, just like you have spring training and camp for the athletes, that there needs to be some type of boot camps. And my nonprofit, Silence to Shame, we have been talking to a couple of labels trying to do some boot camps, especially for like rookie artists, if you will. You call them rookie artists, whatever it is, but they need to go through a series of trainings because we don't have insurance, right? There is no union for music artists, which I feel like it should be.
Yep,
a lot
I
of them
agree.
don't even have insurance. You know, shout out to Music Cares, who does a lot in terms of helping people through, you know, counseling and therapy and medical bills and stuff like that. But these labels, just when they sign that deal, or even if it's management, you need to make sure that they're talking to therapists, that they understand whether it's, you know, financial wellness, you know, overall mental health and wellness, how you navigate through the pressures of it. Because that's why so many people end up either using recreational drugs as a healthy way to cope. And I'm not the social police. You know, you can have your drinks or do whatever is your fancy, but don't use it to cope in the wrong way. And so then something like death happens, right? You lose Big Mama, or you lose the person that raised you, which will oftentimes happen in underserved communities, and kids that go on to play in sports or work in the music industry and become artists. You know, they lose that one person, and then the world really comes crashing down, and they don't know how to process through that grief. And so I find myself living at the intersection of health and culture now. That is where I feel like my place is with God. And I just want to be able to continue pushing the culture forward, letting people think about stuff like grief that you don't normally think about, and how heavy it can be during the holidays.
All right, we got more with Shanti Das when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Shanti Das. Charlamagne?
I love tip number 6, reject the notion of another lonely Christmas.
Definitely just looking at that one, Celia.
Yeah, and you know, that was one of my songs from Prince that I love. But I feel like, you know, if we tend to isolate ourselves, that just makes it worse. But when you're grieving, you really don't sometimes feel like doing anything. You don't want to be around someone.
Yeah.
So you got to really dig deep from within and use your faith and use those in your village around you to allow them into your space, because you shouldn't be grieving by yourself during the holidays.
Yeah, but then you have like people who really they can't bring themselves to even be around family.
For
so
sure.
like, how do you set boundaries around for the holiday season without you know, looking like Scrooge or
so
like
the flip
that,
side of that is you got to be honest and upfront. You know, I talk about it like trying to set a plan, like whether it's right before Thanksgiving or, you know, right after Thanksgiving hits. You got to tell your family members, look, Christmas is going to look different for me this year. You know, I might not put up a tree. You know, you might have to put up one in your room if your kids, if you still have family or other people, put it in your room, but I might not do the big tree. Or we might take a trip. We might do something different. Maybe we do a staycation or a vacation somewhere else. So travel can be a really good way.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of it is just a change of scenery and doing something different.
Tip number 4. That's a major tip. No.
Is a complete
You don't
sentence.
No. That's a difficult one. And the reason I always say that's a difficult one is because you got family members. This is the time where family feels like they can lean on you the most, right?
Absolutely.
Bills are high. Gas is high. They got to get toys. They got to get that. Talk about that tip.
So it's nothing wrong with saying
Rabbit.
no. What's
This
up?
guy is crazy, man.
What?
Because he said that's a major tip. No.
It is, though.
Barry, you should have paused that.
That's
Okay.
a pause that was. Oh my God. Why you always
Silly.
think that? You see what I mean?
That was crazy.
You kinky this
That's
morning.
a major tip. No, I don't want it. It's way too big for me.
my
I'm
God.
sorry. Shanti. I'm sorry.
I didn't say
Okay.
none of that.
I'm
Thank
immature.
you.
You're
Sorry.
crazy.
Sorry. You know what you walked in when you came prepared.
I know. I love y'all. But no, seriously though, no is very important, and it may be offensive to some of your family members if you tell them like, I can't do this during the holidays, or I can't lend you that money. But you just got to be selfish, right? Because, especially during those first few years of losing someone, and you have to be unapologetic about it. And just, you know, again, going back to establishing the boundaries, say, hey, look, I can't do what I normally do. And if you don't understand, I'm really sorry. But over time, I hope you will understand what I'm going through. Because until you've walked through someone's shoes, until you have experienced profound loss of a loved one, nobody really knows what to say.
That's right.
And you just have to, you know, be comfortable in saying no. No is a complete sentence. I can't go to that holiday event. I can't cook the Christmas cookies. I can't do the gingerbread house. I can't take the trip. I can't loan you $1,000 to go Christmas shopping this year. Like, my pockets are dry.
And I love the fact that you said it's a complete sentence, because then a lot of people are expecting for you to say why. Nah, I
Absolutely.
just no, I can't.
And when you put it out there early with the disclaimer and tell them what the plan is and say, look, I need y'all to do things differently this holiday season. I'm barely hanging on. And so if you love me, you will honor how I'm feeling right now.
I'm in my no season, especially financially, and I cannot tell you how freeing it's been. It's been so freeing. I just can't even describe. It's like I just got to set the boundaries. It's like, no, I'm not able to do it right now.
I say boundaries are a blessing.
Mm-hmm. As far as social media, would you encourage, like, because I see that's not a tip. I know you don't tell people what to do with their social media, but would you encourage people to stay off of social media?
So again, in the first few years, it can be really difficult. I had to stay off social media, looking at every family and their traditions, because it's just different.
Yeah.
We don't wake up and have on the same pajamas anymore. So I would encourage you, if you are just losing somebody, monitor the time that you're on social media, because you don't want to find yourself going down that rabbit hole of comparing your life to somebody else's life. Things happen, unfortunately. We are on borrowed time, I always say, in this world anyway. Nobody knows the day or the time of the hour, right, that we will pass on and pass away. And so live in the moment, be present, but protect your peace. And if protecting your peace means staying off of social media so that you don't have to watch all the joy or the perceived joy, let's just say the perceived joy from social media that people are going through, then give yourself that grace and space, and don't be scrolling.
Where can we find this pocket guide of tips to help you find peace in the holiday grief
so
journey?
the pocket guide is available on my website, www.shantidas, SHANTIDAS.biz, or the ebook is available on Amazon.
All right.
I need to buy a bunch of these and just give them out. I think
and that's
great.
what I've been gifting it. Like, shout out to several of my friends, Tracy Baker Simmons and Sarita. They both were like, oh my God, this is such a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm praying hopefully some TV show will have you on so I can talk about it. And it, I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Jewish, what, nationality, background, ethnicity. This book can help you. Yeah. Because again, we all go through grief. It's just finding pathways forward.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's Shanti Das. We appreciate you for joining us always. And make sure you pick out her pocketbook. Her pocketbook sounds crazy. It sounds like a pocketbook.
Yeah, you
pocket guy.
Robber. Make sure you pick up her pocketbook.
It's the Breakfast Club with Shanti Das. Happy Monday morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. Let's get to Jess.
Are we allowed to play this record?
We cannot. I don't want to hear it. Music is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, y'all know I'm proud to be from Baltimore, but sometimes y'all be letting me down. Mariah Carey, she had a stop there for her tour that she do every year, Christmas time.
The Christmas tour?
Yes.
Okay.
And the fans started brawling. All right, so the audio is so messed up. Like we're not going to use the audio, but this was at the CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore, and during the show. All right, so she wasn't on stage, but this is right before she came back and did her last song. People just started fighting and guffing, but it is a choir on stage. Like, it's a choir, and it sounds like Sunday service. Like, it's Christmas in the air and angels and all that type of stuff. That's what you think of when you think of going to a concert with Mariah Carey in December, but not in Baltimore. Right, imagine you just at the concert, right, and you there, you got your little hot cappuccino, and you waiting to see her come out all nice and
I'm closing my eyes. Go ahead, play the song.
And you play the song, right? Imagine hearing this, right, and somebody straight walk up behind you and be like, "Hey, yo, dummy, what was all that?" Boom, great, somebody crack you straight up. Bitch, I said that. No, this is at a Baltimore concert.
Oh, got you.
Mariah Carey concert.
Okay.
Imagine hearing this song, because this is...
They fighting during this song?
Yes. Well, it resembles a song like this, because she wasn't on stage, but her choir was on stage giving the tunes until somebody started fighting.
Well, on site mean on site.
On site mean on site, but y'all
Not
sat
Christmas
through
time.
the whole damn show. And right before she came out to perform her last song, y'all just start guffing in Baltimore?
I mean, honestly, that is the time to start fighting, because you pay
Right
for your
before
tickets. You want to see majority of the show.
Oh,
so once
my
you get to the end of the show, that is the time to get it on.
That's only in Baltimore.
I got some songs on her Mariah set on her set list or whatever, right? And this is the second to last song, so they had to be fighting during Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yo, that's wild.
Why the hell is Mariah performing Rudolph? What the hell?
No, that's too much movement for her. No. But that's it. I wanted to say that. I wanted to
Baltimore will
send
fight
Baltimore
during
some
anything.
healing energy. Please send my city some healing energy.
Jesus
y'all,
Christ.
This is why I don't be there. Damn. All right. Anyway, And more Maryland news. Cracker Barrel hates people with special needs, allegedly.
Yo, shut up, man.
Y'all, listen.
Yo, what, is this in Baltimore, too?
This was it's close enough. All right, this was in Waldorf, Maryland. They facing some criticism after denying service to a group of special needs children. Okay?
Did they have a chaperone with them, or it was...
Yeah, listen.
Okay.
The students they were there on a trip. No, they didn't take a field trip to Cracker Barrel, Charlamagne. They were on they was on like a Christmas trip, right? But they were hungry in the midst of the trip, and it was a part of a community-based instruction program known as CBI, which helps students with disabilities practice and apply classroom skills in real life settings, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the parents said that she received a note from her child's teacher explaining that the kids had a bad experience at Cracker Barrel. The teacher said the staff was very rude because of the size of the group, but the superintendent, Maria Navarro, claimed that the district notified Cracker Barrel of the planned visit and included how many people would be in the group. They denied the reservation. They called ahead. They denied the reservation, and so they just went. They even...
I didn't know Cracker Barrel did a reservation.
Yeah. I mean, well, when it's a big group like that, I guess they were just like, let's call ahead. I mean, it's a lot of children. Well, it was 11, but and they special needs, so they're like, all right, we need some extra, special attention. When they got there, the staff refused to serve them and asked the teachers to remove remove them from the restaurant. Oh no, they asked the teacher to remove the restaurant from their list of places to go. That's crazy.
So Cracker Barrel ain't want to...
Cracker Barrel was like, nah, don't bring them kids in
here.
We're
not messing with the special needs kids.
And don't even ever spend a block on us with this class y'all got going on. And the restaurant has since issued an apology, but...
Did they say a reason? They just...
No, they said because they were understaffed.
Oh,
so they had to close certain parts of the dining area, which is why they refused to make the reservation for the 11 kids or whatever. But not to even refuse dining services.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, yeah. So they say delete that off your don't ever come back here with them kids.
Damn, Cracker Barrel.
I know, that's crazy. And I also seen somebody else in the comments, because I was going through the comments, and the lady was like, they did the same thing to me. I'm a wheelchair user, and they told me not to ever come back, and so I avoid that places when I'm outside. I avoid that place when I'm outside.
Damn.
Yeah, so she can't even roll up if she wanted to. The game welcomes new baby. So there have been rumors for some time that the daughter of Evelyn Lozada, Shanice Hairston, and the game were a couple, but nothing we could ever confirm or whatever, because it would be speculations of them dealing with each other, but they never confirmed it. So Evelyn Lozada, she posted a picture of the new baby with the following caption: "This little blue-eyed angel made me a grandma, and I'm forever grateful." Evelyn tagged her daughter and the game in the photo, so she put the tea out there. So it is now confirmed that the game and Shanice, they did have a baby, and they look super cozy together, because Shanice posted a picture of her sitting on the game's lap, and it looks like a recent photo. And the baby boy's name is Blaze Taylor. Taylor is the game's last name. Just to point that out. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Absolutely. Yup. And we got 1 more minute left, so what y'all want to talk about? Because there ain't nothing else to talk about.
You're actually on time.
Yeah. All right. Well, Netflix, they got a studio in Jersey, $903 million.
They're building one.
Building one, and right in Jersey. So
what part of Jersey do we know?
Nope.
So that'll be 2 studios. It's because there's one in Lionsgate's building one too.
That's what's up. But $903 million. Like, okay, Netflix, y'all getting it. And they my neighbors. I'm gonna probably quit here, start working there. I know that's right, but that's Jess With The Mess.
No, that's dope. It says Fort Monmouth site, 289 acres. So
how far is? What is that? What part is that? What is that near? Jersey City, South Jersey, North Jersey.
I think it would be south. Let me check.
I never even heard of that, but that's super, super dope though. All these studios. Tyler Perry Studios, 50 Cent Studios.
All right. Well, that was Jess With The Mess. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix on a Monday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I want to shout out to all the tourists I ran into yesterday. A lot of people from out of town. I actually did the touristy thing. I went to go see the Rockefeller Tree. I went to Bryant Park, seen all the lights in the city. Went to Times Square, took the whole kids, my kids and family there. We had a great time. Had a lot of anxiety. I ain't gonna front, because there's so many people out there. Yeah. Like, it got to the point where I did old school. I had to put my wallet in my front pocket.
See?
I had to, all that. But
was your jeans tight?
Yeah, my jeans wasn't tight.
Oh, right.
They wasn't tight. But I had a good time yesterday taking taking the kids. So if you do get a chance to come to New York, there's so much to do, so many things that the kids could see that's actually free. Just looking at the trees and just it's a little walk. And we went yesterday because the weather wasn't too bad, but they enjoyed themselves. They got a chance to see all the holiday decorations. So salute to everybody I ran into last night in the city. All right. And also salute to Shanti Das for joining us today.
Salute to Shanti Das. Make sure you pick up her pocket guide, man. She has a pocket guide of tips to help you find peace in the holiday grief journey, because so many people are navigating grief during the holidays, and it's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Griefmas. Okay, it's 20 tips for navigating grief during the holidays, man. You should check it out.
Absolutely. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess, you got something?
Absolutely. This weekend, this Friday, December 13th, I will be in Jacksonville, Florida with my man Martin Lawrence. I will be opening up for Martin at the ViStar Arena. And then next weekend, December 20th and 21st, I will be at Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis, Missouri. We got 4 shows, 2 on that Friday, 2 on that Saturday. So get your tickets at JessHilariousOfficial.com or HeliumComedy.com.
All right. Charlotte, you got a positive note?
Yes. Happy Monday to everybody. And I just want to tell you this one simple thing. Your energy introduces you before you even speak.
Okay, Charlamagne. Thank you.
What you mean? You see? You know what your energy is telling me? Your energy is telling me a lot right now, Jess Hilarious. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. Have a great Monday.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?